or your spine. Okay. And let's make your back nice and straight. Oh, hi, Sarah. Nice to see you. All right, so I'm gonna turn myself slightly angle so you can see all of my face. And let's relax the shoulders. This is your natural breath to start with. Take a nice breath in through your nose and out through the mouth. Just to find some time, moments to settle on your mat. It's your self-care time, self-love for the next hour or so. Inhale and exhale. At this moment, just allow any thoughts to pass through your mind. Just let them come and go as it rises. Just letting go be a day. For the next 60 minutes, just you, your body, and your breath. Maybe take one moment here to set the intention of your practice. And keep your chest nice and open, so relax your shoulders, your spine nice and erect. Feel the sit bone nicely grounded to the mat. And if your eyes are closed, open your eyes for a moment. I'm thinking most of you are right-handed, so I'm gonna do with the right-handed, but if you're left-handed, you can use the left hand as well. So raising the hand and two fingers, middle and index fingers together in between your eyebrows. That's your sixth chakra. Gonna put your thumb on top of the right nostril and ring finger on top of the left. Now first, you're gonna exhale all the air through the nose. So this breathing exercise all through the nose, so keep your mouth closed, exhale here, and close the right nostril and inhale only with the left side. Once your lungs are full, close the left side and exhale through the right side. You're gonna inhale through the right side, same side. Hold and close the right side and exhale through the left. So this whole thing is one round. Again, inhale through the left. Hold it, close, and exhale through the right. Again, inhale through the right side. Close in and exhale through the left. So we're gonna do this 4 more rounds. Inhale. Pose and open the right, exhale. Inhale through the right. Pose and close, exhale through the left. Inhale. Close and exhale through the right. Inhale right side. Close and exhale through the left. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Close and exhale. Inhale. Close and exhale. Okay, 1 more round on your own. Once you're done with this last round, put your hands on top of your knees. Just pause for a few moments with your eyes closed. Going back to your normal breath. Inhale and exhale. Just noticing that effect. And go ahead and open your eyes. Now have you stay seated for a moment. Keep your hands on top of your knees and let's start to make circle with your upper body. So from the waist up, moving front and back. So seated position, the thing is you might feel like your low back pain after a while. Now check it in with your lower mid and upper spine. Make a nice and fluid movement. We're going one direction for now. Using your shoulders and your elbows to access some of the parts on your limbs as well, your neck. Let's do 2 more big circles and we're gonna come back to center. All right, we go to the opposite direction. So whichever the direction you started, we're going opposite way. We're gonna make this movement a little more dynamic this time. So let's get your head and more cervical spine involved without making yourself too dizzy. You wanna make it nice and smooth. Still keeping your tailbone grounded to the mat. That's your base. Front and back. Let's do 2 more circles. And come on back to center. Let's bring your hands, your arms out to the side. You're gonna turn your thumb facing back. Okay, so let's do one side at a time and alternate. So right thumb back and left thumb back. If you can rotate all the way, you can think about turning your palm facing way up. Okay, just nice and slow. If your neck is not comfortable, turn your head as well. So chin to the one shoulder and to the other side. And one more time each side. You return your rotator cuff muscle. Checking in with your shoulder mobility. Hands on top of your shoulders. And gonna make circle with your elbows. Nice. Let's go same direction for a while. Your intention is to make a huge circle with your elbow. Down and up. Without moving your upper body too much. So let's keep your spine nice and tall and chest open. And let's switch direction. You're noticing your breath. Sometimes with the movement, you're noticing holding the breath. Just let it flow, inhale and exhale. Especially exhale, now release the toxins out of your body. Exhale through the mouth. Just 2 more times, circles. And relax. So open your legs out to the side. Butterfly position or straddle position per se. Bring your hands behind your neck. You're gonna interlace your fingers. Bring your elbows in. Tuck your chin and slowly come forward. So you're rounding your back. You're gonna come down about halfway to stretch your back of your neck. Keep your chin tucked. Throat is constricted. This is shallow breath through your nose. You're holding, creating some length in the back of your neck. And on your inhale, slowly come on back up. Release your hands. Bring your right elbow inside of your right knee. So you're turning a little bit side. And without collapsing your chest, so keep your chest open, facing towards your screen, and other arm, left arm up and over. Okay, you can use your right elbow as a leverage to come down. So reaching your top arm over your ear and create a side stretch. So focusing on your left side of your body, creating nice length. Keep your both hips still grounded to the mat. And situate your head comfortable position. Take a breath, inhale and exhale. And on your inhale to come back, and we're gonna switch sides. So come down to the left side, your elbow in front of your knee, kind of pushing away as a leverage, right arm up and over. Once again, you don't wanna bring your chest facing down, so open your chest, your top arm above your ear, find your gaze and looking towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. You want to exhale towards the right side of your body, creating a length side of your ribs. Your breath calm and long. Inhale to come back. Ooh, gonna turn again to the other side. So turn your torso towards your right leg. So this time you're facing your chest towards the shin. So you're facing down. Grab hold of the furthest point of your leg. If you have a long leg, maybe around your knee or calf. If you have a short leg, like I do, you can grab your foot, bring your forehead towards your shin, so rounding your back. Not forcing too much of the stretch, but back of the leg and your spine. Exhale. Let's stay here for a couple more breaths. So all those movements we are doing, go ahead and come on up. Right now is kind of checking in with each part of your body for this afternoon. So like saying hello to your own joints. So let's go to the other side. Every day your body is so different. So it's important to start with very gentle degree. So reaching with your hands, grab hold of your leg, bring your forehead down towards your shin. So especially in the beginning, your body is still sort of stiff. So let your breath as a barometer of your practice, which means if you feel like you're huffing puffing or holding your breath, maybe the angle or degree you're in might be a little bit too much. So find the breath to move. And we're gonna stay in one position, at least about 3 breaths here. And on your inhale, slowly come on back. Bring your shoulder feet together in front of you, butterfly position. Grab underneath of your feet. If your knees are painful, you can put something underneath of the knee, each side, maybe pillow to hold the position. If you're comfortable here, scoot your heels a little bit more away from your body. So we're gonna do this posture for your spine, not too much around the hip, quite yet. So long spine as you look forward, about 4 foot in front of you, and slowly come forward. So still spine straight. You're not looking down towards your belly button, you're looking forward beyond your feet. You can use your elbows, maybe outside of your shin, and slowly adding a little bit more stretch, starting from your lumbar spine area. Inhale and exhale. And on your inhale, slowly come on up. Let's cross your legs in front of you and roll your knees down, coming into all fours. So in a bit, I want to do a little bit of the standing poses today as well. Kind of like that from last week. But coming into all fours for now and turn your wrist. So wrist still directly under your shoulders, but your fingers are facing in. If this is too much, you can turn your fingers kind of out as well. But trading your hands to the mat and create a stretch on your inside of your arms. And from here, you're gonna sway your hips back a few inches towards your heels. Once you hit the edge on the heels of the hands, you're gonna come back to all fours. And again, move your hips back. So straight arms throughout. And come on back. Let's do a couple more times. So you should be feeling inside of your wrist, your elbows, your forearms. Nice and gentle to create a stretch. Very weak area, your wrist bones. Gonna release your fingers facing forwards. And you wanna keep your arms still straight and see if you can make circle with your torso. This is kind of awkward. You're gonna move your trunk. So right and left and back. So sort of like you're making circles. You might feel kind of limited. Stay with your straight arms so you're not bending your elbows. Go back. One more time. Come on back to center and you want to switch the direction. Torso front, back. So every time you shift your weight, you might feel it on your wrist as well. So you don't want to go too far away forward. And one more time to come back to center. Pure cat and cow pose to realign your spine, rounding your back with the cat, and arch your back as cow. Exhale to round, and inhale to up. Couple more on your own. Use your stomach muscle to create a cat pose, so crunch, crunch, crunch. Shrug your shoulders towards your ears. And as you arch your back, look all the way up toward the sky, lift your chin. All right, come on back to neutral position. I'm gonna tuck your toes under. Lift your knees off the mat. Coming to downward facing dog position. All right, so your hands open at least about shoulder width distance. And your feet open about hip width distance. So it's a little warm up in the back of your legs. Check with your calves, your hamstrings, treading your one heel at a time. So right heel down to the mat and left heel down to the mat. And you want to relax your back of your neck. So bring your head down low if you can. Look between your knees. And on your next inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, walk your feet towards your hands. You want to come all the way towards the top of your mat. If you need to bend the knees to get there, your hands by your feet. So toes and fingers aligned. Inhaling to look forward, like a long spine. And exhale to round, looking down towards your knees. Okay, so as much as you feel the stretch on your hamstrings, you can push your knees back very gently. Inhaling, again, look forward. So long spine here. And exhale, rounding your back. And on your next inhale, I'm going to come all the way up to standing. I'm going to lose my upper body, but it's okay. Reach up and over to touch your palms over the head. Good. And as you exhale, listen, step back with your left leg. 45-degree angle. Bend your front leg, which is your right leg. Right arm stretch forward, left arm stretch back. So I'm now looking towards sideways, like a camera. Right knee down to 90-degree elbow. Okay, stay with me. Turn your right palm facing up. You're gonna reach forward and reverse your warrior position. So right arm up, left hand behind your knee. Maybe you look up, take a deep inhale, and exhale, come on back to warrior two position. Push your right knee back. So both legs are straight. This is great for the hip mobility as well. So start to push your both hips way back toward the back of the room and bring your right hand down towards your shin. So triangle pose, left arm up. If this is too much, maybe bend the front knee a little bit. That's no problem. Try to look up towards your left fingers. Push your hips more forward. Inhale and exhale. Come on back to straight arm, straight legs. Bend the knee to warrior two one more time. Now lift your back heel up. Coming into the high lunge, face towards the top of your mat. Reach up. Inhale to warrior one. And exhale, hands down. All right. Hands inside of your right foot. Bend your left knee. Release your left toes. Let's hang out here for a few moments. Okay, so facing the front. So accessing the hip a little bit. Hip flexor. Stay on your hands for a few moments. As you start to feel a little bit more warm and loose, and start to move your right knee out. So this is only optional. Inside edge of your foot is off the mat. See how you feel with your hips. And final part of this posture, if you choose, be coming down a little bit lower. So you might want to stay upright position if this is already good intensity, or come down to your elbows. You might find a block or something to come down halfway. That's totally fine as well. Let me get so you can come down halfway to your elbows, the block as well. So however deeply in your pose, little up to your right hip, and hold here for a few breaths. And on your next inhale, slowly come on back up. Gonna bring your both hands on top of your right knee, front knee. Nice. So hip flexor here, hands on top of your knee, and start to sink. I'm gonna go sideways as well. So watch your spine. You are not back bending, so not too much compression on the low back. Think about tucking your tailbone in, and then start to sink your hips down. So focus is here on top of your left thigh, rather than your sacrum or low back. If you're feeling really compressed in the low back, you might sink down too much. So come upright a little bit more. 2 more breaths. Go ahead, lower your hands down to the mat. Gonna push your right knee down. So front leg straight, and aim your toes facing up to the sky. Gonna coil your body, so tuck your chin, rounding your back and looking at your stomach. And slowly come on back. Come back to downward facing dog position. So hands in front. Tuck your back toes under and knee off the mat. And then gently step back with your right foot and down dog. And go to the other device. So again, let's thread your heels a couple times. And look forward beyond your hands. So I look like a semi-plank position. And then start to walk your toes towards your hands. Okay, if you need to bend the knees a little bit. Okay, and once you come up, hands by your toes. Inhale, look forward. And exhale to round. So really let your gravity take over in here, stretching the low back of your legs. One more time, inhale to look forward. And exhale. Next inhale, gonna come all the way up to standing, reach with your arms out and touch your palms over the head. And exhale, listen, step back with your right leg. This time we go to the other side. Right arm back, left arm forward, and start to bend your front knee. Your left knee won't go beyond your toes, just a little bit before. Sink, 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 and turn your left palm facing forward, facing up, and reach forward first. Keep your lunge and reverse your warrior. So right hand behind you and left arm up. Keep breathing, guys. Side stretch. Inhale here, look up. And exhale, come on back to warrior two position. So your torso facing to the side. Push your left knee back, both legs straight. You're gonna push your both hip bone to the back of the room. So you're gonna sway a little and reach with your left arm forward and triangle pose. Bring your left hand to the shin and right arm reach up. Keep breathing, open your chest for 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. Bend the knee again. Lift your right heel up. So facing forward with the lunge position. Inhale to reach up. I think that's what we did. And exhale, hands down to the mat. Bend your right knee, release your right toes. You guys made it. So hands inside of your left foot. Okay, so let's have a little chill moment again. So feel with the hip flexor. So this bring the knee out part, it's very optional. If your hips are super tight, stay with somewhat lunge position. This is plenty. If you're super open, your pelvis open, knee out. So depending on how your structure is for your hip joint, maybe you wanna come down to the elbows, maybe not. Once you find your perfect position, it's important to stay still with a calm breath. In and out through the nose. So a little bit of the pain, but it's a good pain. You all know it's a bad pain or a good pain. So find your position with your intuition, your wisdom. So you're not harming yourself. And slowly start to come up into your hands again. And start to push your left knee back. Aim your toes facing up to the sky. Bring your chin down, so round your back. Looking at your belly button. Push your knee down, stretch your back of your leg. Couple of breaths here. And on your next inhale, slowly come on up. Okay, so both hands on top of your front knee. And once again, stretch your hip flexor here. Tuck your tailbone underneath. If you do kettlebell, it's a rack position, not a back bend. So flexion of your spine. If you do boxing, it's a hunchback style. Okay, so start to sink your hips down. So you don't have to arch your spine. Just a little bit of the angle of the hip coming down. You should feel tremendously on your hip flexor. This is the right side. Okay, slowly releasing out of your position. I'll have you go back to down dog just very briefly, transitioning. So tuck your right toes under, your knee off the mat. I'm gonna step back. And exhale to bend the knee. I feel like I wanna stretch the lower back just one more time. So let's do this cat pose variation. So check with your hands, make sure your wrists under your shoulders. I'm gonna go with the breath for 3 times. So take a nice breath in through your nose. So fill up your lungs. And as you exhale, start to round your back. Keep exhaling. All the way using the bottom of your stomach muscle. So once you're done exhaling, keep your back rounding as is. And I'm gonna take another inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, even more rounding. So shrug your shoulders towards your ears, tailbone tucked, tuck more, tuck more. Once you're exhaling, another inhale. This is the last one. So maximum angry cat you're creating. And let's go exhale. And on your inhale, slowly release. Come on back to the neutral position. Let's take your right arm. I'm gonna slide all the way under knees of your left shoulder. So your right palm facing up. Gonna bring your head all the way down to the mat and looking up toward the ceiling. Try to open up your chest facing up. So you're already feeling the back of your scapula, your upper back, stretching a little bit. You can either hang out here or keep your left hand in front of your face and gently step out with your left leg. So left leg step out. So feel like your right arm and your left leg are parallel to each other. Gonna dig your big toe onto the mat or to the ground. And continue on with the upper body opening. So start to roll your left shoulder back. So only if you're having a good balance and you don't want to roll backwards, you can bring your left hand behind your back. So shoulder, your left shoulder go back, making a half bind. And the rest is use your eye gaze. Maybe look more beyond your left shoulder, a little bit over the spinal twist. Just a few breaths. So much stretch on your upper back. Gonna let go of your left hand all the way down in front of your face again. And use that to scoot your left foot gently back and push yourself back up to all fours. All right, you're gonna switch sides. So from all fours, take your left arm and drop all the way down. So the first stage is important, just to find your position. Dropping all the way down. And for many of you, this might be very plenty. You use your front hand in the front of your face to push the mat so you can open up. The second stage is kind of accessory with your right leg out to the side, digging your toes on the mat. And start to shift your gaze more behind your shoulder. And only if you're feeling comfortable with the good balance, not falling backwards, bring your right arm behind your back. So if you're in a final position, start to roll your right shoulder, rotate a calf back. So really create a stretch and space in this shoulder joint. If you look back a little bit more, lots of weight happening on your upper back. And slowly release your right hand in front of your face. And very gently step back with your right knee and come all the way back to the center. Let's stretch your legs all the way back and come into Sphinx pose. If you have a block or like a pillow handy, maybe bring it in front of you. Let's bring your legs open behind you, about hip or slightly wider than your hip width distance. Your forearms in front of you with your palms facing up. And check with your neck area and still feel spacious. So if you're shrugging your shoulders up, drop your shoulders down or create a little bit more adjustment where your elbows are. Turn and sway your torso side to side. Surround your lower back, recognizing the lower back muscles start to feel a little more relaxed. And if you have a block, and go ahead and put your forehead down. So I use this high part of the block to rest my forehead. This is for your neck muscle. So head is heavy. It's your brain. So and now holding the entire head with the neck muscles. You want to relax your back of your neck. And if you don't have any props, maybe look down so your back of your neck is relatively relaxed. I'd like you to hold at least a minute on this pose. So time to time, you want to feel and checking in with the back. So your glutes, your lower back muscle. There's a natural defense mechanism that they do, maybe squeezing tight just to gather all the structure there. See if you can really let go and almost feel kind of fragile around your lower back area. And on your next inhale, slowly raise your hand. Gonna get rid of your props from in front of you and relax your elbows. And bring your forehead all the way down to your hands onto the mat. Just for a few moments, relax your back here. Just do a few more back bend posture today, taking care of your spine. So as you inhale next through your nose, just bring your hands away from your body and a little wider than your shoulders. So you can see your hands in front of you. Keep your legs open, and on your inhale, come on up to the seal position. So elbows off the mat. Again, spacious around your neck, so relax your shoulders. Keep your face relaxed and lift your chin. Inhale and exhale, lower down. So we go by stages. If this is comfortable, gonna bring your hands in a little closer to your chest. If this is your edge, stay with the same position. If your hands by your chest, a little bit shoulder distance. As you inhale, come on up. So still elbows off the mat. A little more compression in the backside. And open your throat by looking up. So chin up, look up, inhale. And exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhaling and come on up. So as you come up, if you can, make a little adjustment for your hands. So scoot your hands even more closer towards your hip bone. So you really look like a seal, like an animal seal in the sea. You know what I mean? Look up and chin up. A little bit of the arm strength happening here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. Both arms out to the side. Gonna start with your feet together. And on your inhale, let's go right into the pose. Pick your left leg up and over. You're gonna turn sideways with your right shoulder to the mat. As your head goes down to the mat, a little bit more chin down, so you're looking down towards your stomach. And bring your left arm behind your back. So left arm is the top arm, and your left leg is behind your body, creating a little bit of that spinal twist. This is the shoulder opening posture as well. So your right hand is ideally about same height with your shoulder. But if this is too much, you can bring your right hand down towards your hip as well. Once you find your posture, again, your job is to create a stillness. The only thing moving in your body, mind is the breath. Breath moving in and out. Now to come out of your position, you're gonna use the top hand all the way in front of your face and slowly roll back down, facing to the mat. And before you go to the other side, make sure your body is straight in the angle. Let's see, let's go this way. And take your left arm out to the side. So aim shoulder height. If this is too much, a little bit down. And roll onto the side. Your top leg is your right leg, up and over, behind your body. So your foot, the height-wise, just create a nice angle for your spinal twist. Bring your chin down, looking towards your stomach. Relax your back of your neck and your right arm, your top arm behind your back, creating a half bind. Once you're there, really nothing else to do, so close the eyes. Around this time of the session, I always like to remind each of you about your intention of your practice this afternoon, what it was in the beginning. Did it get shifted to something else, or you got lost with the thoughts again? Time to bring attention back, your full attention to yourself, your body, your well-being, maybe your self-love. Okay, so to come out of your position, release your top hand all the way in front of your face. Use that to roll yourself back down. Both hands under your shoulders and push yourself up. So I said there is one more backward bending pose today. So you're gonna come up on your knees. So stand up on your knees and bring your hands on your low back. So camel pose, your knees under your hips to start with. Oh, it's weird. Somebody is in. Let me get somebody in the room. Sorry. All right. So let's see. Hands on your low back. So your knees are open, about hip width distance. Okay, so take a nice inhale, lift your chest up. So you want to lift your sternum up toward the sky. So you're not collapsing into the low back. Now squeeze your glutes for this one. On your exhale, push your hips forward. So this is actually good for the hip flexor too. You will feel the opening. The spine is backward bending. Keep lifting your chest up again. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze your glutes and push your hips forward. If your neck's okay, bring your head back. Just relax your hands. Inhaling to come back. If you need to take a breather, bring your hands down. Let's just do one cat pose to hold. Okay. All right, let's do one more time. It's such a great posture for the spine. When you're in it, it's not so much fun. Feel dizzy and all, but invigorating actually for the energy-wise as well. Back bend, hands on your low back. Take a deep breath in, so lift your chest up, fill up your lungs, keep lifted. Squeeze your glutes and exhale, hips forward. Hip back. Your breathing will be very shallow, so just through your nose as you hold. Inhale, chest up, and exhale, hips forward. And slowly come on back. Very nice. Cross your legs behind you. And let's do the butterfly pose once again. So coming to the seat position again. So this time we're gonna access the hip joint a little bit more. So if you can scoot your heels in closer towards your body, that's great. If this is too much, you can still bring your heels away from your body. So if you scoot your heels in, you might feel more on your hip joint. Grab hold of underneath of your feet to start with. Inhale, chest up. Now as you exhale, you're gonna look down towards your stomach. So this time you're rounding your back. If your elbows accessible, use the elbows to push your calf or maybe shins out. Be very careful on your knee joint. If there's any pain on your knee, don't go any further. Or maybe focus more on your spine stretching aspect of this pose. So round your back. Inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, slowly rise up. Very nice. As you release your hands, keep your right knee bent in front of you. And then gently swing your left leg all the way behind your back. The right leg bends in, left leg swing back. Once you're there, bring your both hands in front of you and realign your hips. So both hips side by side. So let's see if you can push your left hip forward to keep your hips more aligned and create this angle of your right hip. So depending on your hip socket, how it's shaped, narrow or wide, this knee angle is very different between each and every one of you. So if you're narrow or tight hip socket, your right knee is more towards the center of your body. The wide hip joint, maybe a knee more out. Even to go a little deeper into the pose, you can scoot your heel up a little bit high. So shins are more kind of in front of you than creating an angle. Now bring your hands in front of you and inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, go all the way down to your forearms, if you can. So I'm gonna go sideways. So a few breaths here. We're gonna go 3 stages in this pose today. So the first one here is the center. Your both elbows in front. If you're still kind of comfortable here, maybe bring your forehead all the way down to your hands. And have a chill moment in here. A little more stretch on your hip. And the second stage is again optional. So if it doesn't work for your body, don't do it. You might feel a little bit more intensely. So take your right hand, the same side with your bent leg. Right hand go down underneath of your left shoulder. So you're turning your body towards your right hip. Okay. So drop your right hand down, right hand palm facing up. You are feeling, so shifting your angle a little bit more to the outside edge of your right hip. Or continue to stay in the center. It's totally fine. I can't really see everybody, so hopefully finding a good position for yourself. Just a few breaths here. And on your next inhale, come on up. Gonna roll your body weight onto the right hip as if you're looking behind you. So look on your back leg. Be very careful on your hamstring. Gonna relax and bend the back leg. And gonna reach and grab your foot. So if you're not able to grab, maybe use the extension as a strap or towel. Or maybe just keep it bent. That's totally fine as well. So if you can grab your foot, now roll your left shoulder back. I want to come a little bit more upright position. So use your right hand as a kickstand and pull your heel down. So I'm using my left arm bicep strength to pull your heel down. A little more opening on your hip flexor, chest lifted. And go ahead, release. Release your left leg in front of you. Hands between your legs. Notice your right leg still bend in. And walk your hands forward. So we're using those positions for your spine now, stretching your lower mid upper back, as well as underneath of your left leg. Next inhale, slowly come on up. All right. Gonna switch sides. Starting all over again for this hip opener. So let's bend the left leg and swing your right leg gently all the way behind you. So most likely you don't go into the optimal position in one shot. So you're gonna have to wiggle around a little bit. Have a good, perfect angle for you, for your left hip, hands in front. So not too much that you cannot breathe or have a knee pain, but not too little that you're not feeling anything. So just find a perfect place for you. Lift your chest. Push your right hip forward a little bit, and as you exhale, lower down to your elbows. And of course, you can stay upright position if you choose. If you're on your elbows, eventually bring your forehead all the way down. So if you choose to go to the second stage, you can always try as long as your knee is okay. So same side hands. You're gonna come out halfway, take your left arm, gonna slide underneath of your right shoulder. Gonna lean your body to the left side, looking up a little bit, a little more out the edge of your hip, holding here. And on your inhale, slowly come on up. Upright position and lean your body weight to the left hip as if you're looking behind you. So find your right foot by looking back, bend the knee, and see if you can grab your foot, whichever, inside, outside. Once you get hold of your toes or slightly below your toes, come a little bit more upright position. So use your other hand as a kickstand, and then start to roll your right shoulder back as you pull your heel down. So heel towards your butt. Roll your right shoulder back. A little more left for your shoulder. And quad stretching. This is just fun stuff to try. If you are holding a foot, let's let go gently and release. Right leg all the way again in front of you. So left leg still bends in, right leg out. Hands are in the center and walk your hands forward. Just a couple more postures today. So use this one to really elongate your spine. We did a lot of back bends today, so forward bending to create space between each and every vertebrae. Vertebra. And slowly come on up. All right, both legs in front of you. Now lay down your back. I can't believe we didn't do any posture laying down on the back today. But here is our chance to do a few moments of just luxurious position, your corpse pose. Now relax the entire back. So many people want to do yoga, but it's very hard to do. Not about posture per se. Go ahead and bend your right knee and pull your right knee in towards your chest. Sometimes it's challenging to spend this much of the time just for yourself, to your body. And that can be scary as well. Grab the right knee with your left hand on top and go to the spinal twist, right arm out to the side. And bring your knee up and over to the left side. And turn your chin towards your right shoulder. So your knee to the left, chin to the right shoulder. Inhaling to come back. Knee to the chest, realign your spine. And on your exhale, release your right leg down. And we switch sides. Roll your left knee towards your chest. Hold here for a moment. And grab the knee with your right hand this time, left arm out, go up and over. Turn your chin towards your left shoulder. You're going to slow down the breath. Slowing down the pace of the day, the week, upcoming days. Just slow down and take notice. Inhale to come back. And both knees in hugging towards your chest. Close the eyes for a moment. Press your tailbone down to the mat. Chin tucked. And on your next inhale, raise your head off the mat. You're going to round your back. If you can bring your forehead towards your knee, make yourself small, as compact as you can. And exhale, slowly release. Bring your legs down, arms down, corpse pose. So the rest of the time is yours. So nice to see each of you today, sharing the practice together. Have a wonderful Sunday and see you again. Thank you.